Hello, my name is Brian Comerford from classroomguidance.ie. I am delighted to get this opportunity to run through and explain all the engaging, energy and time-saving resources we have available on our site and in hard copy. So here's what's ahead. An overview of why we do what we do, a bit existential I know, and how we can make your life easier. First, we will look at all the free resources, the videos, the new skills section, the podcasts and the psychometrics. We will then look at the membership levels, the different benefits they bring and which one might suit you best, silver, gold or platinum. And then to finish off with a demonstration of one of our resources in second year wellbeing called Resilience and its supporting resources. I hope you enjoy. Our job and the guidance counsellor's job is to communicate very important but often very boring information to our students. Classroom Guidance's motivation has always been to create content that engages the student, and if it doesn't, we change it, improve it, and this requires constant updating, innovation and keeping up with how students today take in information. This takes time, and as a part-time guidance counsellor myself working in a busy North Dublin school, I fully understand this. Time is always a resource we have so little of. The role of classroom guidance is to take this time issue away from you, to help you add some structure and make the content you deliver relevant, engaging and accessible as possible. You teach it, we create it for you. There is no magic bullet in guidance classes. Guidance content is often relevant to only a few in the classroom, or so they think. The student will often default to this class is not for me and I'm doing an apprenticeship or I'm doing CAO, etc. We need to come at it from a different angle. As the computer room doesn't work, the PowerPoints don't work, the videos don't work, the web research doesn't work, the guidance counsellor talking doesn't work, Kahoots don't work, learner records don't work, psychometrics don't work, podcasts don't work. But if you put them all together, facilitate and coordinate and allow exchange of ideas and experiences shared, let them teach it, have fun with it, get back to teaching. It just might work. Let's look at our offering, the free stuff first. And there is more free stuff than most people realize. Starting from the top menu from right to left. We have video guides. We have loads of great videos created in nice, bite-sized, easy to understand content on the important stuff like CAO, subject choice, exam technique. In total, we have close to 40 videos and counting ready for you to view and to share with your students. Click on the video to view and enlarge if you like. Click on subscribe to go to our YouTube channel to get the share code. You can show it in class or simply copy the share code and share on social media platforms. Skills section. A new feature on the site is the skills section and it's free to all. Our rationale for doing this is we've always understood that the information in the National Skills Bulletin is rich in vital information for guidance professionals and students. The reality on the ground is it's often unknown and inaccessible to most students. So we're breaking it down into all the sectors, into easy to digest videos, presentations and quizzes, giving you every chance of communicating this complex area. Again, making the boring stuff interesting. I'm using this myself with my TY class and they're very engaged in the content and full of questions. I think lots of students have a poor understanding of the types of roles and sectors there is out there. It requires them to be connected, to have access to professionals or to be interested enough to do their own research. This is not a very common thing, so it's up to us to bring this information to them. I believe this resource will go a long way to helping this happen. On the main page, we have a quick video explaining the National Skills Bulletin, the actual National Skills Bulletin, all 160 pages available on Flipbook, ready for your attention if you have half a day to spare. So just in case you don't read it, we have digested the important parts so you don't have to. We are in the process of creating 16 separate sectors over the coming weeks and it will be complete soon. Let's look at one, the science and engineering sector. Here is the module page. There is a presentation with 50 plus slides, a 6-minute video that we tried to make as fun as possible with GIFs, background music and graphics to keep the attention of the TikTok generation. We have Kahoots to assess the learning with about 20 questions, and again we try to entertain as well as educate it. We have Kahoots ready in the presentation, but it's also under the video to assess learning with 20 questions on the topic. A varied mix of true and false questions, picture formation and puzzle type questions. We would love you to try this out, and if you can see any areas that could do with improvement, please let us know. Don't worry about upsetting us. Podcasts, 45 different podcasts with some downloadable worksheets for class. Simply click, play and listen. 45 30-minute-ish podcasts on a range of relevant and interesting topics created by Donegal Mahoney on the Leaving Cert Guidance Instagram page. You could listen in class, share with students, find the share code by clicking on the 3 dots and click to copy link. Self-evaluation test. We have 13 psychometrics free on career interests, skills, multiple intelligence, values, mindset, mobile phone addiction, anxiety, anger, qualities audit, grit, resilience and learning styles. These are easy to use from mobile or any web connected device. These, like the videos, are integrated and are part of the presentations in different units and topics. Careers news and careers events. Careers news with Tom Farrell and our Twitter, and the very popular weekly careers events video guide with an events calendar underneath where your students can link and book different events. Again, students can be slow to know what's happening and can miss things. Ask them to subscribe to the Classroom Guidance YouTube channel and they will get notification on their phones each time we release a new video. Learner records. All our published hard copy learner records can be viewed entirely from cover to cover on site. You just need to find them on the relevant page. Like the Essential Guidance Learner Record, just click on 6th year, then click on the graphic of the book. The flipbook is then available for you to browse through. A 7-day free trial. You can view all our presentations for 7 days. Just create a username and a password and access over 180 different units across all the areas that you could find yourself in. Junior cycle, wellbeing content from 1st, 2nd and 3rd year, junior cert cycle from TY 5th and 6th year, leaving cert applied, BPG 5th and 6th year, further education, levels 4 and 5 in work experience and level 5 in communications. Accessible and convenient teaching content. Save your energy to inspire and engage or sometimes survive. We are so grateful and delighted that our platform is used weekly by nearly 1,500 teaching professionals. This number is growing year on year, proving that our offering has real value. Let's look at the membership options now. Silver membership are school-wide. Purchase the value of $199 in learner records and you get a silver membership. This gives you access to all 180 teaching units for all the teachers in your school if they want to use them. VAT is added if you don't buy books. This is a government thing. Let's quickly look at, say, 6th year and exam technique unit 21. You simply find the unit in the year that's in front of you. Select full screen and teach. Wireless presenter ready. I find this very helpful. We have brainstorming slides. We have QR codes linking to the appropriate psychometrics. The QR codes are also on the relevant pages of the learner record. They do like to do these on their phone, but you can have them doing on a PC or a tablet too. Results and some suggested careers are then displayed. Some fun experiential games are part of certain lessons, like the Marshmallow Challenge. Every unit has a Kahoot. These are really good to do. Not only do they want to do them, but you sneak a bit of learning into them too. Gold memberships are school-wide. Purchase the value of $399 in learner records. That gives you a gold membership. For all the teachers in your school, you get access to all the teaching units. You get to download learner record units for each presentation. You get Appendix I in all wellbeing topics ready to download and edit offline. You get access to the Parents' Night presentations. Let's look at Unit 6, Values in 2nd year, Wellbeing. This is the unit page. Click to download the PDF of the units and the worksheets. Download PDF, print PDF for your lesson. Another option is to click the download fillable PDF, which allows the worksheet to be done digitally. Download fillable form PDF to share. Click to download Appendix I for the topic for the JCT inspectors. Appendix I on your computer in Word format. Appendix I needs to be generated for all created wellbeing content, about 3 to 4 hours work required for each. The Parents' Night resource is very handy. It allows access to all major topics that you may be required to deliver in an evening Zoom or an actual live event. Platinum memberships are school-wide also and cost $8.99. You get access to the teaching presentations, you can download the learner records, you get Appendix I, you get Parents' Nights, and you can download the presentations for offline editing, and you can get a careers guidance webpage. Let's look at the CAO presentation In Parents Night, as a Platinum member, you will be able to download the presentation and any presentation on our site onto your computer. Simply click to download the presentation and it's on our site as a Google slide and you are just making a copy of it. It will land in your Google Drive, or you can save it as a PowerPoint or PDF to your computer. You can now edit this to suit your own particular school if required. Or if you're nervous about the Wi-Fi, this can be a nice option too. As schools vary considerably on how well-being and guidance is delivered, this feature gives real versatility for the users to tailor-make the programs and the content they want to deliver. Platinum members can also avail of a free guidance sub-site build that is done for you after consulting with your needs from a range of options. So to sum up, we are always trying to keep it simple for you. You are the expert in your school. You can add the extra content. Our content is created by a guidance counsellor for guidance counsellors. Collaboration is very important for us and we respond as best we can to requests from colleagues in schools or centres. We offer free staff training in your school or centre. So sign up for your 7-day free trial if you haven't already to view the content for yourself and decide. So now let's run through a unit in wellbeing, and a very topical one, resilience. This one is designed to be delivered in second year, but it's applicable to any year or age, including us. Go to the homepage, log in, find the second year wellbeing thumbnail, then select Unit 9 Resilience. This opens a module unit page. This displays the teaching presentation, where you can select the slide number, enlarge to full screen. All wellbeing units open with the key skills and the wellbeing indicators that will be done in that unit. A quotation is often a good way to get people thinking. Then we play a video that catches the emotional mood that you want in the lesson. Here we have Balboa with the very famous scene where he explains life ain't all sunshine and rainbows, can be quite powerful, and sets the atmosphere. You then go to a brainstorming slide that can be timed, but you can leave the projector on and use the whiteboard as a whiteboard and write down the suggestions from the students. The next slide will give you an official definition of resilience. The students are then encouraged to get their own resilience score, either on paper, in the learner record, or on a mobile device, or on any browser via the Classroom Guidance website. Their score in the test is then explained and advice given. The student can then pair up and discuss the statement. We can't control everything that happens to us, but we can control how we react. This is time for 2 minutes. The presentation then goes towards teaching about our beliefs and how we think about ourselves and how this influences how we feel. It follows a CBT model. Do we have any control over this? How our beliefs affect our resilience as they shape our feelings. Resilient people can have strong feelings, but they have more control over them and respond in better ways. We look at the process of how our thinking affects what we feel and do via the ABC model. Adversity, something happens. Belief, what you think about this event. Consequences, what you choose to do. Here we show an undesirable outcome. Next slide shows another real life example, but with choices on how to think. We ask the students to create their own ABC with a more positive outcome than the situation before. We reinforce the power that our thinking has on our emotions, how being calm can be more helpful. The presentation then introduces the idea that we can't just decide to become a more positive thinker, but it's about developing good thinking habits. We could be viewing the world with negative goggles. Then we outline common thinking traps, jump into conclusions, making a mountain out of a molehill, taking things personally, wishful thinking, discounting the positive. We then look at some positive habits, taking charge of negative emotions, thinking about our thinking, analysing problems, maintain realistic optimism, believe in your own competence, have empathy with others, build friendships. Finishing up with a good quote, "Blessed are the flexible, for they shall not be bent out of shape." Assessment for Learning Kahoot is then done if you can. There is a quiz in the learner record also. We can then review our learning using the language of the wellbeing indicators. Click on this book image to see unit worksheets on Flipbook. Download Appendix I for the lesson on the bottom left. This will download a Word doc onto your computer where you can save or edit it. Download PDF of worksheets to print off if required. Download PDF fillable form to be completed electronically on Google Classroom, email, shared file or Microsoft Teams. Good if you're using Chromebooks or any mobile device. Platinum members again can download the presentations in Google Slides and then, if required, save as a PowerPoint to edit and keep forever. If you like, we are always available for a phone call or an email to discuss what would suit your needs best. Thank you and see you soon.